Hello everyone and welcome to the crypto market review. Starting with some important news which we'll be discussing in the later part of the video in detail. First of all, there's news regarding Avalanche and very important FUD going on from the website cryptoleaks.info. So we'll be discussing what is with Avalanche and what are the potential threats to Avalanche and the project overall, as well as the holders, and what is in there for you from this news and how you can basically benefit from this news in overall. So let's get started. First of all, talking about BTC. So BTC is right now taking a short squeeze, which we definitely expected, as BTC has hit almost 30 on RSI level and it was about to go below on the daily time frame. And we know that below 30 is a very oversold RSI level. Last time when we checked on below 30 RSI level, BTC bounced off from 17,500 all the way back to $25,000, and now we are seeing a bit of correction in the market, and consequently BTC has even broken down the ascending channel as per our analysis and the targets. Right now what I expect BTC is to, let's draw a path. What is my primary expectation for BTC? Right now BTC may be testing this channel once again and then continuing its way downwards. And why I'm saying downwards, because if we see on the market, first of all is that we have a decreasing volume in the market which is not supporting overall the green candles, and primarily if we see the red candles and the volume in the sell side is constantly increasing, definitely, which is leading to a downward price action. And if you see the respect how BTC price action is basically respecting the supports, it's very weak in respecting the supports, and definitely you can say that the supports for Bitcoin are weak right now. So it might be very reasonable to say that the supports for BTC are quite weak right now, as you can see that BTC is sliding very fast through the supports and there is a lot of sell pressure even on the market range. So overall I'm bearish for BTC in the midterm. However, the short squeeze is very important, as there are a lot of shorts in the market right now. If you see this chart, important chart posted by the Twitter handle Byzantine General, and you can see that there is a lot of shorts going on in FTX, Bybit, Binance, Okx combined. And definitely when this happens, we see a short squeeze is imminent, as many people are calling for 18k 16k in the immediate future, and then is when a lot of short positions have opened, and that is when you know that exchanges pull up the market in the opposite direction. That is where we can see a lot of liquidations in the market that would lead to further crash in the market, but not immediately. Right now a short squeeze is very important, and of course technically we have to see BTC is going to retest this resistance right now, which was previously acting as support for BTC at many points since last 2 months. And BTC finally broke it down after the Fed chairman's speech, which we have already discussed. What led to the breakdown, as he said in his speech that they'll be continuing to increase interest rates in spite of the fact that inflation is reducing, but still they'll be continuing the rate hikes until and unless the inflation is in control. So overall BTC has to test this and then go back to down where it belongs. Right now in current market scenario, I am expecting BTC to retest some of the important key levels. The important key levels for BTC right now would be $19,200, and if we see the weakness of the support and lack of supporting volume, it can even retest the level of $18,300 to $18,800 level. And definitely if it breaks down, you can see we can further reach down to our lows that were previously reached, about $17,500 or even worse $16,000, as we have empty box BTC releasing sooner or later. Although there is no official news from the lender or the custodians who are looking after the distribution or reimbursement of the empty COX BTC to the exchange users. So right now that is also causing a lot of FUD in the market, although I am pretty sure that obviously that would not cause a release of 1,37,000 BTC into the market. and not everyone would be willing to sell it. Of course nobody would be willing to sell it at this low prices. Even if somebody wishes to sell those empty Gox released bitcoins, I would hardly say that 30 to 40% of the people in dire need of money would sell it, and obviously no one would be selling it 100%, because at that time BTC was measly around some couple of $100, and right now it's in 5 digits, which tens of thousands of dollars, and as of today it's around $20,300 as of right now. So I wouldn't be saying that they were not looking at the BTC price in the market, and we recently made a $69,000 all-time high recently, because the empty box holders are waiting for their bitcoins from a lot of years, so definitely they can wait 2 or 3 years most of the time, till 2024 or 2025, if the reward for holding would be that much great, and if BTC makes a new all-time high. Obviously we know that when the next halving is, and what leads to the halving of Bitcoin, as the reward is reduced. So definitely to make mining profitable, the BTC price has to go up, and shortage of BTC in the market also causes an increase in the price of the BTC in the long haul. So I wouldn't be confident in saying that everyone from empty Cox, even if I wish I didn't, if I had empty Cox BTC, I wouldn't be selling them in the market as soon as I get them. So this is all FUD that will lead to plummeting of the market. Only the FUD is causing it into the market, and first of all, the reason for this dump is not empty Cox news. It is because of the chairman of the Fed said some remarks about the market, which you already know, we have discussed in the other market updates. As well as, it's not only Bitcoin, it is the stock market as well as going down. And another reason contributing towards the fall of the market is the dollar currency index. So overall, my point of view for BTC is right now it's going to retest the previous support line, which is now a strong resistance, and BTC would eventually be rejecting from there and going down further from there. Moving on towards the BTC dominance chart. Right now BTC dominance chart on the daily time frame is hovering between a very narrow place, and it is in between 40.7% to 40.4%, and it has been almost let's see, it has been 7 days since BTC is between these supports. And right now, if BTC, which more likely are apparent chances, because of the Ethereum merge, the altcoins are having a more reasonable chance to gain the market cap compared to BTC, as we are seeing BTC dominance is all the way down to 40.58%, and is also not looking any bullish right now, as it is unable to break the resistance of 40.7%, and I expect it to further go down or even reach 40% level. That is overall view for BTC dominance as well as BTC price action. Moving on towards Ethereum to BTC ratio. Right now Ethereum is obviously having a very important event ahead of us in September, as the time has officially been announced as well as the date, and the test nets have already been tested. So overall we are seeing Ethereum to retest 0.8 ratio for Ethereum to BTC, and if that happens we can see if it was able to break it to the upside near the event or not. This is a very important key level for Ethereum. If Ethereum breaks this to the upside, we can see the price of Ethereum reach $2,000 to $2,200 or even $2,500 level if our BTC has sufficient volume to go up, which I expect has a very low probability right now. I would be most optimistic target for Ethereum in the short term would be 2000 to 2200, very close to the merge. Moreover, the market is still very bearish right now because of the stocks as well as the dollar currency index going to the upside. Moving on towards the stock, today we saw the stock market has opened in red and started to go up, but right now retracing the gains it made today, since BTC is very closely related to the Nasdaq. So I am overall viewing Nasdaq, but right now Nasdaq has a strong support at 296.82 points, which is also acting as a point of control for the Nasdaq right now. So overall I think this point would be retested, this zone, basically this could be a zone if I'm supposed to mark it here. So this is the range which would be acting as support for the Nasdaq, and if it breaks down, we can expect BTC to make new lows in the immediate future. So this is what the range would be like if BTC as well as the stock market goes down. And why the stock market is going down today, let's see, is because of the dollar currency index. Right now we are seeing dollar currency index has made a new all-time high today, that was 109.478 points, and as discussed in the previous updates, I am expecting dollar currency index to hit 111 points on the strength index, and that is when I expect most certainly BTC and other altcoins will see new lows for this year of 2022, and that would be local low or local lows for altcoins as well as Bitcoin, which could be around 16,000 to 12,000, and which can most certainly happen in the month of September. So overall, I am very bearish for the month of September after an unsuccessful retest of the ascending channel, which is now acting as resistance, already discussed in the BTC chart. Moving on towards Avalanche. So we have some news regarding Avalanche, that the website CryptoLeaks has its sources which discovered that Avalanche Labs has been pursuing such tactics in order to tackle down its competitors such as Solana and many other crypto projects they have discussed. If you want to read the website in the detail, I'll attach the link in the description of this video. Although moving back to this discussion, Avalanche has been in the eye of these spies, or you can say these whistleblowers who are right now anonymous as per their request. They have been telling the website that along with the proofs disclosed in this web page, you can see that Avalanche is using anti-competitive ways, according to them, to tackle down Solana as well as other cryptocurrencies in order to get them declared by as a security for by SEC. And we exactly know that when SEC declares security, such as you have seen the case of XRP, and SEC declares security to a particular cryptocurrency project, the price of that cryptocurrency project does no good to the holders as well as the supporters of the project. So overall, I wouldn't be certain to about the Avalanche right now, as this is a private information and nothing has been confirmed. These videos can also be deep fake, as the CEO of Avalanche or Avalabs, that is the eminent Gunsirer, not really bagging the statements that are discovered in the video, and he's saying that these are made up things trying to take down the Avalanche project overall. So overall, you can take a close look. Although I personally would be willing to buy Avalanche at the price range of around $10 to $15, wouldn't be a bad buy, but this is not a financial advice. Definitely not a financial advice, but in overall, in the long term, I believe the project has a very good future, and these FUDs are declared time to time against many emerging projects, and not every FUD has to be trusted 100%, as they can be made up stuff. And what I would personally take this as I would personally take this FUD as a buying opportunity, since the project has so far covered very good in its roadmap, as well as the price of Avalanche has shown in its uh, pathway to the upside, and has been proving itself time to time. Even if we see how much Avalanche has responded to this FUD, the response of Avalanche to this FUD was crashing down almost 12%, and right now Avalanche has retested the support, the last Fibonacci retracement support of 0.236 level, and if we see, the all-time high for Avalanche was approximately, let's see how much is the all-time high of Avalanche from right now in terms of percentage. It would be around 7 times right now from this price, although I'll be buying from the Avalanche around price range of $10 to $15. That would be an average buy of $13. So if we see the gain we can make if we buy around $13, and if Avalanche manages to reach its previous all-time high, that would be a gain of 1000%. That you can safely say it is a 10x, and that is where I'm looking to personally buy Avalanche. These FUDs are declared against projects time to time. Most of the time, lack of supporting data and extrapolated data speaks for itself. So definitely I wouldn't be going to be trapped by this FUD until and unless there is some official news from any government institutions such as SEC. So I wouldn't be risking that much of portfolio into a particular project, although fear money does not make money. That is what my slogan is. But since Avalanche is a very notable project and is in top 20 cryptocurrencies, so I would be willing to risk some of my portfolio, let's say 2 to 3% of my portfolio allocated to Avalanche at different buying points around $13, $12, for $15 wouldn't be very risky or wouldn't be that bad. So that was my overall view for the market today. If you like the update, please hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.